For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Chris Richardson Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, you've had a tough week of competition, a close one last night against Notre Dame. You got your first MEC win on Saturday. Talk about this week as a whole and how it's been for you.
Yeah, just another fun week in the Mountain East where a couple games that go down to the wire and do some good things, do some bad things, and a lot of in between. So happy with how we handled the road trip to Frostburg. And really happy with our effort against Notre Dame. We got to execute better. We did not execute well down the stretch, and weren't able to get to the free throw line and weren't able to make enough shots. So defensively, held a team to 33% from the floor. You outscore them by 30 in the paint, 44-14. You feel like you're going to win that game if you just look at the box score without the result. But got to do better.
And looking at that win on Saturday, how did that kind of help your guys' confidence, kind of getting that first conference win under their belt and kind of moving forward here late in the year?
Anytime you win, it validates your process. Gets guys, continues to help guys be invested and excited and looking forward to getting better. And, I thought we had a really good film session when we got back to work Monday morning and just – hey, don't accept in victory what you would not accept in defeat. So it was good. And, I know even though we got beat last night that they'll bounce back this afternoon and be focused and ready to go and energetic. And that's just kind of how this group's been. The results, they haven't changed their approach. They haven't changed our approach. We're pretty much the same team every day, and I'm really pleased with that.
And you can't really talk about this last week without talking about Cordy. John Cordy's been on fire these last couple of games. What's kind of clicked for him and what's made him so successful during this stretch?
Yeah, right now, Zach, honestly, he's playing as well as any player in the Mountain East. He's getting to the free throw line. He's being efficient. He didn't shoot the ball great last night. Kind of cooled off. He'd been shooting the ball well the previous two games. But he's just done a lot for our team. His energy's, been very positive and everything. Everybody knows anything about John Cordy, they know he's going to compete, right? And our team is kind of taking on his personality out there on the floor, competing a little bit harder, diving on the floor a little bit more. So really pleased with him and excited to see what the rest of the season holds for him and our team.
And another guy I really wanted to mention over these last couple games, George Taylor III. He's come off the bench and been a nice spark from you, shooting from three-point range very well. Talk about him and what he kind of provides.
He's a vet. We call him the old man, and he's older than some of our coaches, but he's experienced. He knows exactly what we want. Positionally, he's a really good defender, being in the right place. He can make shots. He knows all of our offense. He's almost like a coach on the floor out there. So I'm just so happy for him because of all he's been through, not playing much, coming to Wheeling after being in another school where he didn't have a good experience, coming here and really, really investing and biding his time and being ready when his number's been called. And the great thing about George, there's a game where he plays 5 minutes and then a game where he plays 20, and he's the same guy before, during, after the game, and the next day in practice. And so that's what you want from your leaders, and he's certainly one of our leaders. He's got the respect of the entire locker room.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's basketball coach Chris Richardson. And Chris, you have your big rivalry game on Saturday, but you're also inviting some alumni back for alumni weekend. What's that going to be like, seeing so many former players in this program come back and support the team?
Yeah, that's why we're all here, right? We're here because of the people that have come before us, and we talk about that a lot with our team. Anytime an alum stops by practice or comes to a game, we try to get them in the locker room to speak to the team, even for just a couple quick seconds. Bobby Narish spoke to the team on a Sunday afternoon. We were practicing back in October, and Bobby was out for a walk. Bobby played here in the 70s, and he came and watched practice and then spoke to the team, just talked about what it meant to be a Cardinal. Tim Goff was at our game at Ohio Dominican and came in and talked about starting for a couple years and then losing a lot of his minutes and a lot of his starting as a junior and senior. But the team winning a lot, and him being all about the winning. And so it's so important for us to understand that this program is bigger than any one moment, any one person, and having alumni come back for Alumni Day is a great way to drive that home, a great way to celebrate them, and it's always good to get them back in the gym. So any Cardinal basketball alumni that are out there that happen to stumble upon this, come on out on Saturday. We'd love to see you. You're always welcome here.
And then on the court, you guys got your big rival, obviously West Liberty. Talk about your preparation for this game and kind of how you're heading into it.
Yeah, same old West Lib, man. They're I don't think they're going to change anything going into Saturday that they haven't done for the last 20-ish years. They're gonna bring the pressure. They're gonna move the ball really well. They're gonna shoot the ball a ton from three. They're gonna shoot the ball well from three. They're gonna rebound the ball on the offensive glass. It is an absolute effort game. Like you have to maximize your effort every second you're on the floor, because that's what all 5 of their guys do, and then they bring in 5 more that do the same. They're good. They're talented. It is a rivalry game. It's going to be an unbelievable atmosphere here at the McDonough Center. And, we're looking forward to going out there and competing. We're not scared at all. We never will be scared. And looking forward to 2 great days of prep before we go into Saturday's game.
And finally, heading into that game, what are some of your goals and kind of your keys to success as you go out there?
Take care of the ball, limit them to 1 shot, and then really have to execute offensively. Have to make them pay when we're able to get through the pressure and sustain our offense for multiple sides of the floor. Make them guard multiple sides of the floor. We talk all the time about setting the rules. Nobody sets the rules better than West Liberty, right? They always say the toughest team sets the rules. It's a great quote from Brad Stevens that we have on our locker room board. And they set the rules with their pressure and their effort. We've got to make sure we set the rules from the tip on Saturday. Can't dig an early hole. Got to be there from the jump, and I think the energy of the crowd will help that. And I think our guys will be ready to go. We're excited.
Thanks, Chris. Good luck on Saturday. Can't wait to see you out there.
Appreciate it, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.